How's everybody doing?
Yeah.
Good.
Is there anyone from Batyam here?
My name's Ben. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Massachusetts is a really fun word to ask Israelis to pronounce. Though I live in Boston, I'm actually from Ohio, and I have a lot of curious friends in Boston, and sometimes we'll be lying in bed naked together, and they'll ask me, they'll say, Ben, what is Ohio like? And to that I say, have you ever been forced to smell a very sweaty man's armpit? Actually, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, which is about as scenic as the Tel Aviv Central bus station, the old one. When you grow up in Cleveland, you are given a very unique opportunity, and that's whenever you see something burning, you get to say, oh wow, that's what our waterfront looks like. I'm actually the second person to escape from Cleveland, Ohio. The first person was LeBron James, and he of course went to Miami. I came to Israel because there are less Jews. So actually I went home in November for Thanksgiving. It was the first time I was home in about 9 months. 9 months is a good time to be away from home. That's the time, you know, that it takes for a baby to be conceived and delivered. It was the first time I was home. It was the first time I was home in about 9 months. It's actually the first time in years that my entire family was together. My brothers had come home and we were all together, and we decided to go see a movie, because that's what you do when you're together with your family. You go see a movie so you don't have to talk to each other. It's very important for my family because we're all Scorpios. Anyway, so I'm sitting at the kitchen table with my mother one morning looking at Movie Times, the newspaper, because she still refuses to believe that you can look things up on the internet or on your phone. And I asked her if she wanted to see the movie The Book Thief. I don't know if The Book Thief came out in Israel. It's about Nazi Germany. And so I said to my mother, hey, should we all go see The Book Thief? And she looks at me and she says, you know what, I'm not in the mood for the Holocaust. And I said, well, it's funny that you say that, because if you said that 70 years ago, they would have said, well, that's too bad, because it's the Holocaust. And I know this sounds really fucked up to say, but if my mother had to live through the Holocaust, she would be totally fine. Totally fine, because she literally does not eat anything. Her diet consists of granola bars and Ambien. And yet she still insists on cooking a shit ton, most of which gets left over, and then she freezes it and tries to warm it up for me when I come home 9 months later. But she'll make these huge fucking dinners for my family, and we'll sit down and the serving platter will finally get to her, and we'll be like, are you gonna take any? And she'll be like, oh, no, I found this little crumb under the couch, and I've been saving it for a special occasion like today. I'm just gonna put it on my tongue and suck like so. Oh, that's so good. And they're just like, wow, you're so fucking weird, Mom. Why is our mother so fucking weird? You know, then of course we'll go to a wedding or a bar mitzvah or some family friend's anniversary that nobody can give a shit about except for my mother, and they'll give her like a steak or fish, and my mother, her favorite word is apparently, and she'll like lean over next to me, and like I'll be busy like texting because I just don't give a fuck, and she'll be like, you know, apparently there was supposed to be a vegetarian option. And I was like, whoa, what do you fucking do? And she'll like call the waiter over, and my mother is the only person in the world that snaps at the help. She'll be like, hey, excuse me, waiter, and then they'll come over and she'll be like, apparently there was supposed to be a vegetarian option, and the waiter will look at my mother like a Palestinian looks at a West Bank settlement, and then he'll look over at my father and he'll be like, I'm not with her, and don't get us confused. And then she'll look at me and I'm like, I have no part of this. I'm not here mentally. I have clocked out, so fuck off. And then, so the waiter will go back and he'll bring my mother the vegetarian option, which really in America is like a chunk of ice. That's what it is. It's supposed to be pasta or something, and she'll like pick at it, maybe like take a little bite with her fingers, and then, and then like on the way home she'll be like, they didn't feed us enough. Apparently they supposed to like serve a big meal, but they didn't. The nerve of some people, they don't serve anybody. And that in a nutshell is why I'm on drugs. So thank you very much. You've been great. Thank you.